What is up, guys? My name of course is Carlo. Welcome yet to another video, and as promised in the previous video, I am going to be showing you this bad boy. This is the AXPro lens adapter, which is probably one of the most priciest pieces of kit I've bought in a long time for what it is. I'm going to give you a little backstory on this first, very quickly. As most of you guys know, I've been in the States for the last couple of weeks, and I did set out to buy a 10 to 18 millimeter Sigma lens to get some wide angle shots for the short film that I'm making. So I've gone into this camera shop, guy seemed pretty cool in there, and he recommended I go for this. So after extensive testing and demonstration from the guy, he convinced me to buy it, which I was in two minds. But he did say to me, look, you know, at the end of the day, if you want a, really good cinema lens, which is for filmmaking, you want to spend at least $3-4 grand. Now, obviously, there's a couple of considerations I take into account, which I think are quite important when buying lenses. Is one, is it going to do what I need it to do? And two, is cost. So looking at this and knowing that it wasn't a lens that just attaches to the camera, that basically it utilizes one of your own lenses, I was like, that is expensive, because this thing was nearly £1,000. So he gave me some more demonstrations. He convinced me what I saw in the shop was absolutely amazing, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go for it. Sorry, can't get this in the UK, can't get this anywhere but America. I am going to go for this product. So I did. That evening I did my research online. I went onto the AXPro website. I could see that the prices that he was selling them for was genuine. So no con there, which I was over the moon about, because I did start thinking to myself, have I been knocked here? Have I been conned? Should I have just shut my mouth and gone into the shop and got what I wanted to get in the first place? Or did I make a rash decision knowing that, obviously, because I can't get this in the UK or anywhere, did I make the right decision purchasing this? And it got to the point where, at one point, I actually went back to the shop with this to get my money back and change it for the lens that I wanted in the first place. But unfortunately, didn't do refunds, which then made me think, something's not a bit fishy. But after doing some more research, I'm glad that that didn't work out, shall I say, and I stuck with it, because this thing is really cool. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to switch angles for you. I'm going to put you right here the best I can. I do apologise about the lighting in the room. It's really dark outside. It's currently 12 during the day, and because obviously winter, Christmas is coming, obviously it gets a lot darker. Yeah, the missus in the middle of getting Christmas decorations out at the moment, so I've got nowhere literally to put my softbox and my lighting kit to light up this video. So hopefully you can see me okay, and you'll be able to see this little unboxing okay. I've got a full demonstration of this at the end of the video, so you can have a quick look at it to see the results you sort of can get from it, or get a rough idea of how wide the lens is, or can shoot in, shall I say. So yeah, let's just switch angles and go from there. Right, so as you can see, hopefully this is a decent frame for you guys, so you can see what's going on. Like I've just said, guys, I apologise about the lighting, but I've just explained the reason for that, so we're going to get cracking with this. Now, for those who don't know, this basically works in conjunction with another lens. No, it's not a fisheye lens or fisheye adapter or something like that. This is actually a full lens, which basically does autofocus and everything that a lens would do. So this is actually a professional lens, okay? Even though it works in conjunction with another lens, it's got all the features a lens should have, if that makes sense. All it's doing is turning, say for instance this one, which we're going to be using in the demonstration, a standard 18 to 55mm Canon kit lens, which I got with my Canon 70D, and it's turning it into a beast of a lens basically. So that's basically what it's doing. It's turning this one, which you can get for about $250 to $300, into a lens that probably cost you about $3-4 grand. So I can vouch for that. I mean, I've seen the results for it, of this lens. You're going to basically see it at the end of this video as well. I do want you to put some messages in the description below to tell me what you think of the results. These are just standard shots of the dogs, so on and so on. So nothing, elaborate. It's just basically to demonstrate how wide this lens with this thing can actually go. So anyway, to the fun bit. So it comes in this well presentated wooden box. It's solid wood, very, very nice. Now I have had this out of the box, I won't lie to you, and I have been playing around with it. So I do apologise about that. This did come in another box, which I had to get rid of due to import reasons or shipping reasons. Obviously, if you bring back something back from another country and you keep the box, you're at risk of paying import charges on top. So always remember, if you buy something like in America, Japan, so on and so on, and you'll bring it back to the UK or flying home to the UK, make sure you get rid of the original packaging, so all that you have is the product itself, which was a bit of a bummer because I wanted to keep the original box. I do have it, but I've had to fold it down and flat pack it flat, but now I don't know how to put the box back together again because it's quite complicated and I don't do origami. So anyway, let's shut up and just open this up for a sec. As you can see, very, very beautifully presented. We've got a lovely felt, sort of felt innards. Now, this does come with another adapter, which I'm going to show you here. There is one gripe I've got about this camera. It does come with a lens cover here, but once you've got this thing on, which is the adapter, this adapter here will allow you to fit it to any camera. That's basically Canon, Nikon, any camera with a screw fixture is going to work. So you can use this for Canon and Nikon as well, and any other lens that's got a screw fixture at the front. It will not work, for instance, with my 50mm, which I have here, because obviously if I take the lens cap off, it's quite flat. Let's go to manual focus here. It's quite flat and it's quite difficult to get this screwed on, because as you can see, the lens is too big for it. As you can see there, but any other lens, this should work fine. Your standard 70 to 100mm. I've got the 18 to 55 here. It works great with it. It works great with this lens here, which is, I can't remember what this lens is, I've not played around with it, 70 to 210mm, and this is my 28 to 105. So it does work with them sort of lenses, which is great. And basically the way it adapts is obviously, not rocket science. You're going to screw, not that bit, what a wally. You're going to take, without breaking your lens, I'm a bit heavy-handed sometimes, the lens cap off, and then you're carefully going to screw the adapter to the actual lens. So I'm just going to come out of frame for a sec, guys, because I like to be careful with my things when I'm screwing them together. And basically it can be a bit finicky to screw on. It does drive me up the wall sometimes, because obviously, as you guys know, I have a form of Parkinson's, which makes me shake. So it took me a little while to get this on, not purely because it's difficult, but purely because of my disability. So that is it with the lens on. It looks really, really cool. I'm going to put this box to one side for a second, so I can get this more in frame. It looks really, really cool. Take the lens cap off. As you can see, that looks absolutely insane. It's all glass, guys, no plastic in here. This is all glass, and this is a very, very tough metal. So this is not made of plastic or anything like that. This is a full metal body. So you can feel build quality wise of the product on its own, or this lens on its own, that means business. This is not a Mickey Mouse piece of crap, if that makes sense. Now, what I like about this, obviously, is, if you spend about £4 on a prime cinema lens, that's a lot of money. But to be able to adapt a lens that costs like £300 and turn it into a lens that costs, or gives you sort of like the same results as a lens that costs a couple of grand, is what I wanted to do. We don't want to really have to spend out money when we don't have to. So basically, I'm basically going to show you this in action in a second. I took some video on my Blackmagic Cinema camera to show you the difference between the wide angle on this and the normal angle. So there's going to be no focusing or pulling. This is going to be literally with the lens on, sorry, with it on and with it off. So there's going to be no, you know, zooming in or zooming out. So check out this little monologue and I'll get back to you as soon as that's finished. So as you just saw there, guys, the results are absolutely amazing. I'm quickly going to show you how to put this on. It's like just putting another lens on a camera. So I'm not going to sort of insult your intelligence too much. I'm just basically going to put it on like I would a normal lens, shall I say, and show you what it looks like on the camera. So I'm just going to line that up the best I can. And snap that in place, and boom, that's basically on. Turn autofocus off so don't break the motor. So as you can see, it's on. It looks absolutely amazing. Just take the lens cap off for a second so you can just unlock that, so you can just see, hopefully in frame, what this thing looks like on. Yeah, it looks lovely and it does the job magnificently. Like I just said, when you've got a lens on here that's got autofocus, this works in conjunction as well. So this has got motors in it which works with the lens that you adapt it to. So you can adapt this literally to any other lens that you buy, as long as it's got, like, for instance, I'm just going to get my, as long as you've got like a screw fixture, like you can see there, this is my 18 to 105mm Sigma lens here. As long as you've got like the screw fixture on there, you should have no problems. The lens is obviously, like, you know, the 50mm Canon. It's got no screw fixtures to it, so you probably can buy an adapter. We'll look into that and come back to you at a future video on that, to put the screw fixture on the outside. But yeah, I've tried it and it don't work with this sort of lens. So as long as you've got the screw fixture on the outside of the lens, you should be good to go. So as always, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, sort of split down here, a like rate would definitely be appreciated. Like I've just said, and like I said in my what am I talking about? Like I've just said in my previous videos, guys, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Plenty of content coming to the channel regarding filmmaking and visual effects. I'm really looking forward to, you know, getting back in down with my film Schizophrenia. I have filmed quite a bit of it, and I have done a couple of videos on that previously on my channel, so be sure to check them out. I've tried to keep them as natural and as possible for you guys, so nothing flash in behind the scenes, but natural as you would feel natural in your own environment. So I don't want to confuse you too much with it, that's why I've made them just natural. So as always, make a lot of mistakes in this video. As always, guys, thanks for listening, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next video. Ciao, ciao, guys.